What's up guys? In this video, we are going to make a few small changes to the events listing and the details page based on some of the cosmetic settings or cosmetic requirements which we have. So let's see. If I right now create an event which has a long description. So let's say I'm copying this. First of all, I don't have any editor and I would expect some bit of p tags like this in our event, but that is something which we haven't handled yet. So if you see, this is the title, the address. Okay, and let's just keep this to today's date and I'll hit save. Okay, I'll go to the events listing page, and first of all, this has a problem. Okay, so there's no formatting, and in here as well. That's strange. This wasn't the one which I created as far as I remember. Let me see. I hit refresh. 21, right? Okay, so where is 21? Why don't I search for it? Hash 21. Okay, so yes, hash 21 has this, which is strange. The paragraphs are not taken care of, and that's something which we would like to do. So the first thing is, let's go to CKEditor. We have a CDN version, so what I would want to do is pull that CDN version. So I'll use the standard package. Okay, and I can just take this, go to PHP Storm, html.blade.php, or maybe what, not on all the pages. So I have resources add. Okay, in this I'll add this section. I think it is footer scripts. Footer script. Okay, so footer script and section. I'll paste this. I'll open a script tag. Okay, let's just see whether it is coming or not. It's on the add page that I want to check. So yes, I am loading it. Let us in here. Where is my text field? Description, text area. Or rather description. Okay, so I have given this ID, and what I would do is CKEditor dot replace. Okay, and I'll pass this ID, which will ensure that I have a CKEditor up and running. Alright, now my database is supposed to handle the p tags because it's a text field, but now let's create it. First of all, what I'll do is I'll just, for the sake of it, truncate this table to avoid confusion, and now let us create this. Okay, so I have one p tag, another p tag, I guess. Yes, so this is fine. I'll copy this as the title as well, the address 11/07/2019, 12/07/2019. Okay, some future dates, and then yeah, the map location is fine. Go to the listing. Now as you can see, this is not rendering the HTML, right? So the reason is simple. We haven't told Laravel to do that. So inside projects, first of all in the list view, okay, I'll just close it out. So in the list, this is the upcoming section. This is the description, right? So what do we 2, we just remove these and add this. Okay, so that will render it as HTML. Same goes for this one. Oops. Refresh, and we have these 4 paragraphs, and in the detail as well we need to do that. So event view, quickly we will do that, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now the next thing which I would like to do is, if you have seen, the entire description is coming here, you know, 1 2 3 4 4 paragraphs. This doesn't work, right? We need to trim it. Now, you know, Laravel does give us a function to do that, but I would like to do a helper function of it and then use it instead of directly using it. So let's say what we will do is, inside app we'll have a utils folder, and in that we'll have a file called helper.php. Okay, and this will contain only the functions and nothing else. Okay, so let's see. So I'll have if I'll have a space, so if not function exist, I'll name my function as limit underscore words. So if that is the case, I'll create a function. Okay, and why don't we do this $string $words, which is by default 100, $end will be dot dot dot. Okay, and what we will do is return, there is illuminate support string words. I'll send the string, then the number of words, and then the end character. So yes, this is done. We just need to quickly implement this in our file, but before that, so the the PHP file is created, but Laravel doesn't know how to load it. Okay, so we need to tell Laravel, you know, where it can find that particular file, and that's something which we are going to do in our composer.json. Okay, so inside composer.json we will have one new section which is files. This is going to be an array, and in that we'll just say app utils helper.php. Okay, and let's do a composer dump autoload. Okay, and now we are ready to use that function. This is helper, right? Yes, helper. So first of all, in the list we have 2 places where we need to change it. So upcoming description, and we'll have limit words, the string, we will keep the count to 50. Okay, and same goes for this place, past events. Okay, the rest can be as it is, and then we will change the view. In view, where is our description? Description is here. So again, oh, no, we don't need it in the view. What am I doing? So anyways, this is done. Hit refresh, and you know, we are trimming the description. So as you can see, this is coming properly. Now, one more last thing is, if you see, this is my URL, which is 1, then 2, which gives me all kind of problems. Okay, it's giving me a 404, but I don't want this event ID to be displayed there. I want some kind of a slug to handle this, right? So what do we do? Let's see. First of all, why don't we start saving a slug for events? Okay, now that we have it, let's update our model factory. So inside our model factory, we will use the title, right? But so for that, we'll need the title to be saved because we are going to reuse it. This is our title. Okay, we'll use that same variable in here, $title, and here as well we'll do string, eliminate support string, slug, and we will use that title. Okay, so what this ensures is that every event now will have a slug. Okay, now let's run php artisan migrate. Oh, rather, I have a shortcut. So php artisan migrate refresh seed. Okay, and fair enough. Now we have events. Let us see how it was seeded. So my events table, and we have this. Okay, now there is a problem I anticipate. What if, when generating it, I get two same titles, or maybe both the events have the same title name, so we need a way to uniquely identify it, right? So what we will do is just simply add unique time. I think that should be enough. Okay, what typically will happen is then we also will have some you know unique identifiers for SEO part as well. So okay, this is my identifier, a little long, but that's okay. So now I'm sure that every event URL is going to be different. Okay, now how do we use those slugs to load our events? Let me open up my web.php. Okay, I'm passing the event, I'm not passing the event ID, but I know that this event cannot be loaded through the slug because Laravel doesn't know through which unique column it should be finding it. So if we go to the model, how can we tell the event model, or how can we tell Laravel that what, I don't want you to find an event by its ID, but instead you should look for the slug. So there is one method which is available, which we can override, which is route key by name. Okay, so this is inside model. If you are interested to know, route key by name, get the key for the model. Okay, and this is get the value of the model's route key. So this route key internally calls route key by name, okay, which is this, and this key by name is a function which returns the primary key by default. Okay, so this is the flow. What it is doing is, we basically, it uses get route key. This get route key gets the attribute which is this route key by name. Okay, now route key by name, what it is doing is get key name, which is the primary key. Okay, and now we are overriding it. We will simply say, what, get rid of this and use slug. Okay, and so with that in place, we need to change the listing, right? Because the listing has an A tag, and here I'm passing the ID. I'll start passing the slug, and if we can check that out. So we have this, which is taking us to the view. I don't know if I have a past event. I don't have it. Why don't we modify it? So, but anyways, and we haven't modified past event. This is still giving us ID. We need to change it to slug. And now what is going to happen is, everything is going to be fine. I will be able to load the routes, but my PHP unit, that is going to fail. First of all, there should be two tests which will fail, right? Yes. So the first one is a 404. A user can view event details. Expected at 200, it is receiving 400. So let's see what is happening actually. So yeah, we are giving the ID. We should start giving the slug. So we had 5 tests, assessment 9's failure 2. Now we should have an improvement. Yes, we have one. So we have fixed one problem, and the last one is basically the description. If you see, what is happening is I am expecting the entire description, but now the description has changed. It is 50 characters. So again, run PHP unit, and we are back to green. So okay, that's pretty much how we have done quite a few things. We handled the formation of the content using CKEditor. So we have this nice little text editor in our add event form, which will respect the p tags and other things, right? And then we are trimming the descriptions so that we don't show the entire content in our view. We used a helper function to do that, and then we also introduced some slugs in our events so that the URLs are not the IDs but instead the slug, and we have modified our events model with this method get route key name, which is going to return slug, which will tell our route model binding that okay, I need to look for slugs instead of IDs. So yeah, that's about it, guys. That's how we have done quite a few modifications, and now it is looking really good. I'll come up with new videos on registrations on the events soon, so stay tuned. And if you like the videos, do click on the thumbs up icon and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.